All right, what's good YouTube? It's Shin, and today I'm coming to you from the Resorts World where we're going to Kusa Nori for dinner. Now this is a premier upscale Japanese restaurant here at Resorts World. I've never eaten here before and I'm super excited to check it out. Let's head on inside. All right, everybody, here we are seated at Kusa Nori at the Resorts World. An absolutely exquisite restaurant. I love the koi theming here, both in the ceiling as well as on the ground. The serviette folded into a karate-gi is a really nice touch. And the intimate lighting here provides a great atmosphere. I really like the vibe. Now I'm definitely loving the aesthetic of the restaurant. Let's go ahead and see if the food holds up, starting by looking at the drink menu. Beautiful menu here at Kusa Nori for their beverages. Let's go ahead and take a look. Feel free to take a pause in the video if you would like to look for your favorite drink. But here are all of your wines as well as sakes. We have some signature cocktails here. And your beer list. Now, you would imagine that a restaurant like Kusa Nori would have an extensive sake list, and they do indeed. You also have your sparkling wines, your champagnes and rosés over here. You have your whites, as well as your reds here. Very nice. Now we're going to continue. Here we go. Red wines of the United States. Plenty of Cabs and Merlots and Pinots here. And we're going to Italy as well. I mean, they've got a very extensive beverage menu here. And then you have your list of whiskeys. Japanese whiskey, Irish, and cognac here. We've got Scotch whiskey and bourbon up here, as well as your tequila, rum, and rye. Very nice. Now that is a pretty good looking beverage menu, but you know, as I always do with my videos, I'm working on the weekdays, so I don't think I'm gonna be getting too drunk tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at what they've got to eat next. Now they do have a happy hour here at Kusa Nori. It's available Monday through Friday from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Now you can see here during happy hour, the price of the Wagyu gyoza goes down from $32 down to $20. So pretty decent deals here. You're cutting the prices by almost a third. Here you have some sushi as well as your Robata yaki. Yeah, actually these prices are a lot better. Yeah, very nice. The happy hour also includes $10 cocktails and $6 beers, $8 sake bombs as well. Now that's a pretty good looking happy hour menu. However, I'm here after the fact, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the full menu of what they've got to eat. And another beautiful menu here. Let's go ahead and take a look. We have the omakase menu. Here you have all of the chef specialties. Looks like $165 per person. And then we have your starters and salads. I think I'll be skipping the salads today. Here are your chilled and hot social shares, so all of your appetizers here. Wagyu gyoza, that sounds really good. Jidori chicken karaage sounds really good too. And then we have some signature starters. Madai kobujime, kampachi carpaccio, and scallop crudo. I actually don't know what any of these are. But if it's a signature, I'm probably going to end up having to try one at least, right? Let's see. Here is your sashimi and nigiri list for all of your sushi. And your specialty rolls here. Yeah, you know, I always have a tough time ordering sushi here on the strip just because for these prices I could get all you can eat off strip. But, wait, what is this? The Rami Spicy Tuna Roll. Bluefin tuna, capsaicin sauce, ghost Scotch blonde, oh my, scorpion and Carolina, what is this? It's $35. You're gonna pay $35 to basically have a butthole volcano in about 12 hours. That's kind of wild. I don't think I'll be doing that. And you have your list of classic rolls down here. All right, very nice. Here is your Robata meats. These are Japanese charcoal skewers of meats. Sukune chicken meatballs. These are one of my favorites. Yakitori is a very classic cuisine when it comes to Japanese food. And Robata is basically all meats, not just chicken, which is what yakitori is. Here are your entrees. You've got your steaks and chicken, katsus, your black cod, and looks like all of your real premium beefs here. You have actual Tokushima Gold. Oh my goodness. 3 ounce minimum. So what would that make that? $165 steak? I guess I'll see. And then here are your sides. Onigiri rice balls, very classic Japanese dish there. Yeah, this is looking really good. Very nice. All right, everyone, I'd say that's a pretty good looking menu, and you know how it goes in my videos. Every restaurant's a buffet if you're willing to pay. So I'm gonna go get my order in. Don't go anywhere, I'm gonna be right back with the first round of appetizers. All right, everyone, now my appetizers are here, and these are looking really good. Let me go ahead and give you a view. I went ahead and got their chicken karaage as well as their Wagyu gyoza. One of the signature starters is the Madai Kobujime, and I also decided to get one of their specialty rolls in the 3000 Las Vegas Boulevard roll. This is all looking really good. Let's go and give it a taste. Alrighty, first up, we're gonna go ahead and try the chicken karaage. Chicken karaage is a lightly fried chicken in Japanese cuisine, and honestly, one of my favorite foods from Japan. Looks really good here at Kusa Nori. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Beautifully light, crispy batter here, giving off a really great crunch. Now I gotta tell you, the chicken inside is marvelous. It's really tender and juicy, and the seasoning is mild here, really letting the chicken shine. Now let's go ahead and dip it into some of this accompanying sauce, and we give that a try. Wow, that's really nice. Soy sauce base with a little bit of mirin and sweetness here, providing an extra dimension of flavor for the chicken karaage. Now this chicken karaage does clock in at $23, so it is quite expensive, but it is very tasty. Alrighty, next up we're gonna go ahead and try the Wagyu gyoza here. Definitely a nice, beautiful cook on this outer skin. I don't think I've ever had a Wagyu beef gyoza before. I'm looking forward to this. Let's go and give it a shot. You know, yeah, that is very tasty. The wonton skin definitely has a nice crisp to it, a really good texture there. The Wagyu beef filling is incredibly tender, and there's certainly a lot of richness to the bite. Initially, the flavor profile definitely leans sweet, coming from the sauce that's applied here, but it ends on a really nice, mellow, beefy flavor that's coming from that really rich Wagyu. It's really tasty. I like this one a lot. All right, everyone, and next up we're gonna go and try one of their specialty rolls. This is the 3000 Las Vegas Boulevard. It's a snow crab and salmon roll, along with asparagus, wasabi, and some yuzu. This is actually looking really tasty. I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, it's tasty. Now, texturally, that was absolute perfection. The rice was soft without being too mushy. The fish is firm, and the blanched asparagus in the center provides a nice crunch. Absolutely loving the textures on that roll. The flavors here are really great. You really get that sweetness of the crab. The salmon provides its nice rich flavor. Right in the center, you definitely get an acidic tartness coming from the yuzu, and then it all mellows out at the end with a little bit of a spicy kick coming from that wasabi. It's a nice complex flavor and a really great balance as well. My only gripe here is that it's $28, and for 28 bucks, I can get all you can eat sushi here in Las Vegas. But let's be real, you're not coming to restaurants like Kusa Nori or Nobu to find a deal. And so with that noted, it is really tasty. Alrighty, the last appetizer I want to try today is one of their signature appetizers. This is the Madai Kobujime. Now this had some shiro ponzu misted on top of it along with a bit of a smoke show. Absolutely beautiful presentation, but really what it comes down to is the flavors. So let's go ahead and see one of the chef's signature appetizers is like. I think maybe this one went a little over my head. I don't know if I'm that big of a fan. The flavors are very mild. You may actually miss it. The sliced radish here provides that little bit of bitterness, and there's certainly a lot of freshness coming from the yuzu as well as that citrus lace. It is an incredibly delicate flavor profile, but the style just personally isn't for me. All right, everyone, I'd say a pretty good start to the meal. I'm gonna go and continue working on this. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna have a second round of food coming right up. All right, everyone, and my first round of entrees are here, and I got all of the Robata meats. Now, I couldn't really decide which of the 7 I wanted to try, so I thought, you know, let's just go ahead and try them all. Alrighty, and the first skewer we're gonna be trying today is the Jidori chicken. Nice grilled charcoal marks on this, covered in scallions. Definitely looking forward to this one. Now, any grill master will tell you it's all about timing when it comes to grilling meats. And so far, so good. The Jidori chicken is not dry at all. Really great moisture levels here. The scallions certainly provide just a hint of bite, and there's a really nice sweet teriyaki glaze that's been applied. If all of the Robata meats are this good, I'm definitely in for a treat today. Alrighty, next skewer is gonna be the Angus beef fillet. Definitely have some nice char marks here. This is looking so good. You know, unfortunately, say for me, that's just okay. The meat here is exquisite. The beef is nice and tender, and it does have a nice beefy flavor. Unfortunately for me, the biggest issue is that the yuzu kosho that's used here is very overpowering. It's kind of an intense citrus blast right up front, and you don't get really too much of that beef flavor till the very, very end. Just slightly less of this yuzu kosho, and I think overall the bite would be much more balanced. Alrighty, next up we're gonna go ahead and try the kurobuta pork belly. Again, the char marks on all of these meats have been superb, and a nice looking glaze on this. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Oh wow, that is delicious. You would not even believe how incredibly soft this pork belly is. It almost disintegrates in your mouth. The tamari glaze here provides a really nice sweetness that does help balance out a lot of that rich fattiness from the pork. Oh yes, I am definitely a fan of the kurobuta pork skewers. Alrighty, next up we're gonna go ahead and try the jumbo tiger shrimp. Absolutely beautiful shrimp here, and these are enormous. And you know I'm definitely a shrimp fan, so I'm looking forward to this. Oh yeah, that's very good. The shrimp here is so succulent and plump. It makes for a really satisfying bite. Much more of a simple seasoning when it comes to the shrimp here. A nice amount of butter as well as some matcha salt. What I really appreciate about that is it really lets the charcoal essence of the flavor come through. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm definitely a fan of the shrimp. All right, so far so good. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and try the eel. Now, I am a huge fan of Japanese eel, especially when it's covered with a nice eel sauce. And I gotta tell you, the one here at Kusa Nori is looking really good. That is fantastic. The eel is so unbelievably rich and fatty, but it still retains a nice firm texture. They did such a great job on the cook. Your kabayaki eel sauce here is nice and sweet, also has a little sense of caramelization from that grill. And the sesame seed here provides just a touch of nuttiness. Oh man, I'm a huge fan of the eel here from the Robata grill. Alrighty, let's go ahead and keep the meat parade going. Next up, we're gonna try the lamb. This lamb chop has a beautiful red color to it, as well as some nice char marks. Now, to be honest with you all, I'm not the biggest fan of lamb, but I felt like getting all of the other skewers and just leaving lamb out would have been a bit of a travesty. So here we go, let's go and give it a try. I gotta tell you, that's probably one of the better lamb dishes I've had in a long time. Now, many people mischaracterize the flavor of lamb to be gamey. Now, gamey meat is typically more from something very, very lean, not a lot of fat content. Lamb actually does have a fair amount of fat content. However, the type of fat that lambs have differ from those of cows and chickens, which is what gives it its unique flavor. Now, for those not used to it, it could be a little bit off-putting, but they've actually cooked out a lot of it. And there's a bit of a spicy garlic coating that's been applied here that really mellows out a lot of that flavor. I gotta tell you, I'm definitely a fan of this lamb. It's really good. All right, everyone, and last but certainly not least is the sukune chicken meatball. Now, this is hands down my favorite type of Japanese skewer. Now, my friends and I used to go to a yakitori spot every month during payday, and the sukune chicken meatball was always my go-to, so this holds a very special place in my heart. Hopefully the one here at Kusa Nori is good. Let's go and give it a taste. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. This chicken meatball has a really great texture, thick and caramelized on the outside, incredibly soft and tender on the inside. The sweet sauce that's been applied here provides such a great additional flavor along with the richness of the meatballs. But also a nice bit of that char flavor from the charcoal grill is coming through as well. I'm a huge fan of sukune chicken meatballs, and the one here at Kusa Nori are very good. I'm a fan. All right, everyone, I'd say really good Robata meats here. I'm really pleased with this order. Now, while I would love to crush the rest of these, I think I'm gonna go and take the rest to go. I wasn't able to take home a lot of that appetizer round, just not a lot of food that would keep very well. But that doesn't mean the meal stops here, because you know I've got another round of entrees coming. Don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. All right, everybody, and my last round of entrees are here. This is looking really good. Let me give you a view. I went ahead and got their Black Hawk Wagyu hanger steak, along with their misoyaki black cod, and a side order of their Okinawa sweet potatoes. This is all looking really good. Let's go and give it a taste. Alrighty, first up, we're gonna go ahead and try the misoyaki black cod. I'm definitely a huge fan when it comes to black cod at Japanese restaurants. The one here at Kusa Nori is looking really good. Let's go and give this a taste. Oh my goodness, that is so good. The fish is firm and flaky. It's got such a perfect texture. It's very fatty and has a really nice richness as well. This rice cake crust is providing a really nice texture, and this really delicious glaze has been perfectly caramelized, providing such a nutty and sweet flavor. Definitely one of my favorite style of dishes at most high-end Japanese restaurants. The black cod here is really good. All right, next up we're gonna try the Wagyu hanger steak. Beautiful 8-ounce cut here, cooked to a nice medium rare plus here. Let's go and give it a taste. Oh yeah, that's really good. A beautiful cook on the steak. They really nailed that medium rare plus. Soft and tender beef here. There's a shishito pepper chimichurri on top of it that's providing such a nice floral hit. And the fried garlic bits here are adding a ton of flavor as well. And it's also sitting in this delicious, beautiful black garlic sauce that is really amping up the flavor profile. It's so good. Now the steak does come with a nice little spring mix salad here. And after all of that rich beef, some greens definitely sound nice. Yeah, you know, that's good. Fresh greens. And it's covered with a slightly spicy vinaigrette. The steak is also served with a potato salad found underneath those salad greens. Let's go and see what this tastes like. You know, yeah, that's nice. Beautifully creamy, and the potatoes are softly boiled, giving a really nice texture. The furikage here provides a nice little salty hit, and overall it is a very good complement to the steak. I like that one a lot. All right, everyone, and last but certainly not least, let's go ahead and try the Okinawa sweet potato side. These are looking pretty toasted. I don't know if they're supposed to be this charred, but I ain't the chef. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. Wow, that's really good. Now I gotta tell you, they're not much to look at. I definitely thought this was gonna taste burnt, but not at all. It actually tastes really great. It definitely comes with the natural sweetness that's coming from the sweet potato, but there's also an enhanced flavor coming from the honey. I cannot believe how incredibly soft these sweet potatoes are. It's actually very soft and very nice to eat. I'm surprised. Looks can definitely be deceiving. This one's really good. All right, everyone, I think that's gonna do it for the food today. I'm gonna take a couple more bites and take the rest to go. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at the dessert menu. Don't go anywhere, we're gonna get a look at some sweets. Alrighty, and the dessert menu is here. Let's go and take a look. I gotta tell you, I love the koi theme here at Kusa Nori. Let's take a look at what they've got. Here are your premium whiskeys for dessert. Though I don't think I'm gonna be going in on that. Let's see what they've got for some sweets here. A strawberry heaven, green tea cherry tort, chocolate tea, and a rakase layer crunch bar. Oh, these are looking really good. Now, out of all of those desserts, the rakase layer crunch bar is looking really good. So I'm gonna go and get that order in. And for you all at home, I'm gonna make it appear right now. All right, everyone, and here it is, my rakase layer crunch bar. This looks absolutely stunning. I love the plating here. This looks so chocolatey. I'm really pumped for this one. Oh my goodness, so good. Absolutely decadent, and so many plays on both flavors and textures here. You have the crunch coming from the pralines, such a nice creamy smooth texture coming from that chocolate mousse in the center. There's a really robust peanut butter flavor here as well. and an extra fudge layer that's oh so rich. We try it along with some of the accompanying vanilla ice cream here, because I bet this is gonna be really good. Peanut butter, chocolate, and vanilla ice cream. It's as good as it sounds. I really like this dessert. All right, everybody, and that does it for my dinner here at Kusa Nori at the Resorts World. Now, my dinner came out to $364 before tip today. And yeah, I had a solid meal today. I really liked the majority of the Robata meats here. They were very good. And both the hanger steak and the black cod were really good. Now, personally, I definitely have a hard time paying this much for Japanese food because, again, usually I'm getting all-you-can-eat sushi for around $30 off strip. But for anyone looking for that luxury upscale Japanese experience, Kusa Nori does really well. Now, go and give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. I would love for more people to see it. And if you enjoy food content from here in Las Vegas, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot of great stuff coming your way. And that's all for this one. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoy Vegas with me, Shin. Bye.